must admit, I was so looking forward to using a photo of Jonny Bairstow, disgruntled, angry, disappointed, all those adjectives, maybe throwing his bat, kicking the turf, eyes up to the sky, looking grumpy like he can do. But unfortunately, we're not using that in the thumbnail. Instead, we got a picture of him holding his bat up for his half century after he was dropped 3 times. Dropped twice and caught off a no ball, which turned out to be quite a costly mistake. And thanks to Jonny, we all have to come back tomorrow. Well, as I was writing that monologue earlier, Sonny Baker dismissed Jonny Bairstow. As I had my head down writing that, I looked up and his off stump was clattered on the ground. So Hampshire have a bit more hope now, actually, looking a lot more of a promising picture. The game not quite finished, about 5 overs going off behind me, so if this cuts, then maybe those are wickets falling or something. Adam Lyth battling through to close, 51 not out at the moment after, in football we talk about Barclays Premier League moments. This is probably not the current sponsors, but I would describe it as a Specsavers County Championship moment, back when cricket was played the proper way. Adam Lyth took 176 balls to get to 50 today in 252 minutes. Jonny Bairstow was a bit quicker at the other end, but their partnership, pushing past 100 runs, brought Yorkshire back into the game as Hampshire looked to wrap up the match actually today, and potentially let me have an afternoon off tomorrow. But no, it looks like we're coming back for a bit more. Right, so if we're talking about the man of the moment, Jonny Bairstow, fresh off of being dropped by England, looking like his career was over, but he's back now as the Yorkshire captain, following his dad's footsteps. Yesterday we talked about classic Jonny Bairstow dismissal, trying to cut one that was a bit too wide, a nothing shot, thrown his wicket away. Well, I enjoyed that in a horrible way. Sorry, Jonny. As a Hampshire fan, I quite enjoyed Jonny Bairstow getting out in such a silly way, and I was just about to write another monologue, itching the tummies of Bazball haters, patting them on the head and saying, don't worry, the county championship isn't what it used to be. All this Bazball nonsense, trying to hit the ball to all parts, throwing your bat at everything, getting out, your team out, all out for 121, gonna lose the game, throwing everything, toys out the pram, crying, whinging, complaining like we love to do as county championship fans. And then Jonny Bairstow was dropped 3 times and got to his 50. There was an absolutely amazing picture that I got from Stephen Nicholls, who's been taking photographs here, and I want to give a big shout out to him actually, because he's been giving me all of his photos today. Absolutely spectacular one of Joe Weatherly, who dropped the final catch off Bairstow, facing the ground, as you can see just here probably. Bairstow was also dropped when he hit one to Nick Gubbins on the boundary, who palmed it over, actually headed it over, like a defender on the line in an FA Cup final, heading the ball over from a corner from his own goalpost. And he was also out off a no ball as well. So we really let Jonny get away with one today. After he made 50, Jonny Bairstow was dismissed, again by Sonny Baker, who had him as his first wicket yesterday. And then bang, bang, George Hill was out as well, bowled by Baker in the same over. So Yorkshire pushing on with a lead currently of 58. I will let you know at the end of the episode what that total gets up to. We've got about 3 overs left of the day. Hampshire started the day leading Yorkshire with the first innings lead and 5 wickets in hand. And it was Toby Albert and Liam Dawson who were at the crease, unbeaten overnight, until Dawson pushed one to square leg and Albert totally barbecued himself, called himself through and then ran himself out on 19 off of 99 deliveries. So he could have taken a leaf out of Adam Lyth's book. And if you're going to bat for that long, 99 deliveries, it's okay to bat like that sometimes, especially when you've got so much time in the game, but you can't help but look a bit foolish when you get run out for 19 at the end of that. Ben Brown then played the role of shepherding the tail as he pushed on at the very end, pushing Hampshire towards their back point and a bigger lead. He was so frustrating for Hampshire. Sonny Baker was out LBW with the score on 249 and Ben Brown on 49, who'd batted so well. didn't run any singles, nothing. Everything to the boundary. It was either over the rope or in the air over the rope. He couldn't run any singles because he wanted to shepherd the strike. And he was on 49, fell, the innings closed, 49 not out, one short of his half century. And of course, Hampshire, 249 all out, so one short of the batting point, which is just so frustrating. Then after the break, it was the turn of Brad Wheel, who was on a hat-trick after he took the first 2 wickets. Bean and Wharton both out for naught. At that point, just after the lunch break, and we all thought it could be over pretty quickly by that point, and hopefully it would all be done tonight. And Hampshire have a breakthrough right at the end. Luxton gone for 6. Yorkshire now 187 for 6, so Hampshire will just need the 4 wickets. Yorkshire with a lead of 59. It should all be over tomorrow. So Yorkshire 6 down now. Hopefully, will all be done tomorrow lunchtime. But I'm thinking Hampshire bowl them out for a lead of less than 100 and chase it down pretty quickly. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining us.